Phew, what a night.
Yeah, it's a scorcher, Dad.
And tonight, Autolite takes pleasure in presenting
Anton Leader's production of Ray Bradbury's remarkable story, Summer Night, starring Miss Ida Lupino.
Is the line still busy? I just don't see how it could still be.
Oh, it isn't the line, Miss McCauley. It's the circuit. I've been simply swamped all afternoon. I haven't been able to get a call through to the police station for over an hour, and the mayor's office has been busy.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry to trouble you, but it's terribly important.
Well, if you want to hang on, Miss McCauley, I'll try again in a minute.
Oh, all right.
It's been this way ever since the news got out about Pining Pool, Lavinia. You heard about it, I suppose.
Yes.
Oh, just a minute, Miss McCauley. I got another call. Yes, this is the operator. No, I'm sorry. That line is still busy. Yes, I'll call you just as soon as I can give you a connection. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss McCauley, but you see what I mean? Oh, dear.
Oh, Miss Welsh, by the way,
It was bad enough last week when they found that other poor girl, but this time the whole town is on its ear, and I can't say that I blame them, what with a maniac loose and nobody knowing who
Yes,
it
I
might
meant
be.
to ask you, Miss Welsh. Are they sure that Lavinia... I mean, that it was the same thing as the Webb girl last week?
Why, yes. Why, I thought you knew.
I just knew she'd been found.
Oh, goodness, yes. There was never any doubt about it. Whoever it was, he used a knife just like on the other girl. And then there was that same crazy cross on a forehead, you know, made with orange lipstick. That's why they're calling him, you know, the lipstick killer.
Oh, yes. As I thought it must be that. But I wasn't sure. I didn't know.
Oh, yes, they're looking all over the state for him by now. But, of course, they don't have much to go on. And the chances are that he's right here in this town anyway. Oh, I'll try to get your call for you now, Miss McCauley.
Thank you.
Oh. I'm sorry, Miss McCauley. That circuit is still busy.
But it can't...
Well, why don't I call you back when I get through? It shouldn't be very long.
All right. But please try to hurry it. It's really important. Terribly important. While I was waiting for the call, I went to the front door to start locking up. It was coming on evening. A warm summer evening. And ordinarily, up and down the street, the windows would be open. All but mine. And you'd hear the sound of a piano or a radio drifting out onto the still summer air, and people would be sitting in swings and hammocks on their front porches, enjoying the coolness at the end of the day. But not on this day. Not this evening. I locked my door, too. I went around the big, gloomy old house, checking all the windows, just like the others. Not that I needed to, really. They'd been locked ever since Father died. And he went away. All in that one terrible week nearly 4 years ago. Yes, they'd been locked, and I hadn't left the house more than half a dozen times, and nobody had come here. Why should they? I didn't want to see them, nor they me. I was the town's queer one. But all that was going to be different now. From now on, everything was going to be very, very different. Yes,
I've
hello.
got your party now, Miss McCauley. Go ahead, please.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, Helen, is that you?
Yes, who's this?
It's Anna Macaulay.
Why, Anna. Why, what a surprise.
How have you been, Helen?
Oh, just fine. You know, there's nothing ever the matter with me. But how are you, Anna?
Oh, I'm well. You know, I've been living rather quietly these last few years.
Yes, I know. I mean, I'd heard.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Helen?
Why, yes. I haven't heard your voice for, well, how long has it been?
Nearly 4 years.
Has it?
3 years and 11 months this week, to be exact.
Oh, that long has it? Well, it doesn't seem possible, and we were such good friends before.
Helen, I hope you don't think. I mean, those last few times you called and I didn't answer.
Oh, darling, of course not. I knew how you must be suffering, your father passing on so suddenly that way, and you'd always been so close. I wouldn't have even bothered you at such a time, only that we'd been such good friends, and I thought maybe I could help. And then, of course, I heard later anyway that, well, that is,
Yes. Yes, I suppose you must have heard some rather strange things about me, Helen.
Oh, not strange, dear, no. But we all knew you wanted to be alone in your grief, and we respected that feeling naturally.
I know. But sometimes I've been afraid people didn't quite understand, though.
Of course they did. Well, darling, now that you're back in the world again, so to speak, you must come over and see me. I'm staying with my mother now, but you know that anyway.
Yes. Helen.
Yes, dear.
Helen, it wasn't just an accident, my calling you this way.
Well, I should hope not.
I want to ask you a favor. A tremendous favor.
Why, of course, darling, anything.
I want you to come over here to the house.
I should say I would. I'll try to make it Friday or early next week at the latest, just as...
No, I don't mean just sometime, Helen. I mean now. Right now. Right this minute.
Now?
Yes.
But, darling, I don't see how I can. I mean, I don't know what Mother's plans are.
Helen, you know I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious.
Serious? What do you...
Please say you'll come.
Well, I'll try.
No, don't just try, Helen. Come. You've got to come.
Oh, darling, what is this? What can be so serious?
Maybe I'm being silly, but I think it's more than serious, Helen. I think it may be a matter of life and death. A matter of life and death, I told her. I knew Helen would come to see me after that. It would be strange seeing her again. Not that we'd ever quarreled. She never even suspected, of course. But after that day when he went away with her, I'd simply put her out of my life and never thought of her again. Oh, to be strictly truthful, I'd thought of her a great deal, but in a rather different way than I had before when she'd been my best friend. And now she was coming to my house again, after all these years. It should be interesting. Quite like a surprise party for both of us.
Anna, darling.
Helen, come in.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
It's good to see you again, Helen.
Why, you haven't changed a bit. You don't look a day older. Now, tell me all about it. I can't stay but a few minutes. Ted Barton drove me over. You remember Ted.
Oh, yes.
And he's got to be back before 7, but never mind that now. Darling, what is the matter?
Helen, I'm frightened.
Frightened? Of what?
I'm afraid I'm going to be killed.
Going to be killed?
Yes, tonight.
But, darling...
You see, I used to know poor Lavinia. I used to know her quite well. And the other girl, well, I didn't know her, but it happened to her right near here, in the little woods just beyond the tracks.
Anna, please, dear. What on earth makes you think anything like that could happen to you? You're perfectly safe if you don't go out. Lock the doors.
No, I'm not. I'm all alone here, Helen. And there's been someone prowling at night.
A man.
Last night he tried to get in.
Are you sure?
I heard him trying the doors, the windows.
Well, did you call the police?
No, I was afraid to. Oh, Helen, I didn't know who to turn to but you. Everyone thinks I'm crazy anyway.
Oh, Anna, dear, that's ridiculous. Well, we'll call them right now.
No, it'll be all right after tonight. I know it will. Please, I just want you to stay with me tonight.
Stay with you?
Please, Helen, just this one night. I can't ask anyone else. I don't have any friends anymore.
But, darling, I don't even have any nightclothes.
Oh, I'd already thought of that, Helen. I have everything you need for tonight.
Well, I don't have anything for the morning. No face cream, not even a
Why
toothbrush.
worry about that now? Maybe neither of us will even be here by morning.
Oh.
So she said she'd stay. Went out and told Ted Barton. Ted Barton. That was typical of Helen. Only 2 weeks back from Cleveland, and already she had the county's most eligible bachelor squiring her around in his car. But that was going to be different, too. I fixed a little supper for both of us, and then we tried all the doors and windows. And then there was nothing to do but sit and talk to her until it was time to go to bed.
No more, thank you.
Afraid it will keep you awake, Helen?
I'm afraid I won't need coffee to keep me awake. Anna, is it true? I mean what they say about these murders.
Is what true?
Well, I mean...
You've been out in the world, Helen, more than I have lately. You should know more than I.
Well, all I meant was... Well, you seem so frightened. I thought you might have heard something special.
No.
Is it true about the lipstick?
Why not?
Oh, it sounds so crazy. I thought it might be just something the newspapers made up.
There was a cross on their foreheads. In lipstick. Orange lipstick.
Anna, you do know something.
Don't be ridiculous, Helen. How could I?
But lipstick, Anna. Do you suppose perhaps it isn't a man at all? It's a woman. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Did I do that?
No. Well, come along, Helen. It's time to go to bed.
Yes, I suppose we might as well.
You don't mind sleeping in the same room with me, do you?
Why, of course not, dear. Oh, shouldn't you leave on a light downstairs?
No. Didn't do any good last night.
Oh. Well, I must say I don't blame you for being a little frightened, staying here all alone. It's rather a gloomy old place, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think so. It's always been like this. It's the way Father liked it.
What about your mother?
I hated my mother.
Oh, Anna.
Well, it's true. Why not say it?
But your own mother.
What does that matter? Everyone has to have someone to hate, Helen. Enough to kill them sometimes.
Oh, Anna, I don't think that's true. How can you say that everyone...
Well, this is our room.
Why, it's
what?
It's charming. It's so different from the rest of the house.
Yes. This was to be my bridal room, if I'd ever married.
Darling, I didn't know... Well, I didn't know you'd ever thought
That was a
of...
long time ago. What's the news of Charles?
Charles. Well, there just isn't any. You knew we were separated, didn't you?
Yes. What was the trouble, Helen?
Oh, I don't know. After the first year, he simply became impossible, that's all. You remember, even as a child, he was sometimes wild.
And strange. Oh, yes. Yes, he and I were always the queer ones.
Why, whatever do you mean?
Oh, strange, different, a little apart from all of you somehow. Not quite right, I think they say about me now.
Oh, Anna, you're imagining that. No one ever said such a thing.
No?
Of course not.
What about Charles?
Nothing. He just left, that's all. I haven't even heard from him in 6 months.
Are you sure it was all his fault, Helen? Perhaps if he'd married someone else.
Oh, you know there was never anyone else for Charles. That's the funny part of it. Of course, he liked other girls. He liked you.
Yes.
Well, you're certainly lucky he didn't marry you. I don't know what happened towards the end. It just went from bad to worse. It got so I hated the very sight of him.
I told you. Everyone had to have someone to hate.
Oh, I didn't really mean
Are you
that.
sure, Helen? Haven't you ever hated anyone?
Oh, perhaps as a little girl I thought I did.
You hated me, didn't you?
Why, darling,
There were some times when I hated you, too.
Oh, I don't believe it. Children can't really...
Can't they? When an ugly little girl like me sees a pretty little girl like you getting everything she wants all through her life.
Well, not exactly everything.
You could always twist the teachers around your finger. Later it was the same with the boys. And finally, Charles. Just because you were pretty.
Oh, maybe I was a little prettier than you, dear, but you were always the clever one.
Yes. Yes, I was the clever one.
Well, I suppose we really should go to bed. Why, Anna, look at this. I didn't know you used lipstick.
I don't. It's just one a young cousin of mine left here several months ago.
Oh, well, that's funny. Do you know what color it is, Anna?
What color is it, Helen?
It's orange.
No. Helen wasn't very clever. It amused me to watch her trying to think, putting two and two together, and not being able to because she was afraid of her own conclusions, because she was essentially a hypocrite, like everyone else. If she hadn't been, it might have saved her life. It was some time in the middle of the night. I don't know exactly what time, because it didn't matter. But Helen was sleeping as soundly as a silly child when I went over to the side of her bed and began to shake her. Helen, wake up.
Oh, what is it?
Shh, don't make a sound.
Anna, what's the matter?
He's in the house downstairs.
Who?
I don't know. Whoever it was last night, he's gotten in somehow.
Are you sure?
I heard him. I've been listening for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, Anna, what are we going to do?
We've got to get out of the house before he starts upstairs.
But how can we? He'll hear us. We'll be
No,
caught.
we'll go down the back stairs and out through the kitchen. We can go through the back lot, over the tracks to Judge Brown's house. It's not far, but we've got to hurry.
Oh, Anna, I'm frightened. What if he hears us?
He won't if we're careful and if we hurry. The door between the kitchen and the front of the house is locked.
Are you sure he isn't in the
He's
kitchen?
in the front, I tell you. I heard him. Now get up, Helen. We've got to go right now.
All right.
Hold my hand.
Yes.
While I unlock the door, the back stairs are just to the right after we get out in the hall.
Oh, Anna.
Come along. Hold on to my hand and try not to make any noise. Here are the stairs. Just follow me.
Yes, all right.
Watch out. That's the last step.
Yes, I've got it.
We're in the kitchen now. Can you see anything?
No, it's too dark.
Let's stand right there. Right where you are and don't move.
Where are you going?
There's something I want to get before we leave.
Anna, please. Shh. What are you doing?
I've got it now. A knife. Here, take my hand again.
All right. A knife?
Shh, this way.
Oh, I don't think I can for a minute.
Come along, Helen. In a little while, it'll all be over. As we hurried down the path, I kept thinking of her there behind me. So frightened now. I had to keep myself from laughing out loud. It was really funny. She'd always been so confident before. At school and later at the parties we used to go to. She'd been the confident one, and I'd been frightened. while she slowly poisoned my life, while she quietly and deliberately stole everything I'd ever wanted, even Charles. But it was different now.
That must be the 2 o'clock local. The other side of town.
Yes,
Which way now?
straight ahead, through the grove of trees.
Anna, isn't it here somewhere that they found that girl?
Yes. Why?
Oh, Anna, I can't go through there.
Helen, come along, don't be silly.
Do we have to?
Of course we do.
Anna, what was that?
What?
Didn't you hear it?
No.
I was positive I heard something.
Now who's imagining things, Helen?
Oh, let's hurry.
No. We're going to stop here.
Stop. But why?
Can't you guess? Even now, Helen.
Oh, Anna. Don't.
She didn't make a sound. I think she'd fainted even before I struck. She died without ever realizing why I did it. I made the cross on the forehead with the orange lipstick. It seemed such a silly thing as I was doing it. But of course I had to. And then I dragged the body off the path and started home. At the railroad tracks, I turned south a few yards to where they crossed the river and tossed the knife and the lipstick over the bridge and watched them disappear into the muddy stream below. Not that it was really necessary. No one would ever think of questioning me. They would all, of course, assume that the lipstick killer had struck again. And then suddenly my heart was in my mouth. From the path ahead of me, cutting sharply across the moonlight, was a shadow. The shadow of a man.
Can I help you?
I
didn't mean to frighten you. I just thought you must be in some kind of trouble to be out at... What? Anna. Why, it's Anna Macaulay.
Charles. Oh, Charles, you did frighten me.
Well, if you insist on running around town at 2 a.m. in your night
Oh,
clothes...
Charles. Charles, this is really too much of a coincidence. Why, I didn't know you were anywhere near Boone Center.
Theoretically, I'm not just passing through. Business trip. Missed the 2 a.m. local. So I thought I'd kill the time waiting for the milk train by looking the old burg over again. What's your alibi?
My what? Oh, well, that's what I meant about a coincidence. I was looking for Helen.
For Helen.
I wonder you're surprised, Charles. But it's really very simple. First, there were these, well, what the newspapers have been calling the lipstick murders. I suppose you've heard about it?
I've read something about it.
Well, I suppose I was silly, but I got terribly nervous, living alone in that big house. I asked Helen to stay with me. And then in the middle of the night, she got frightened and said she couldn't stay another minute and rushed out to Judge Brown's house.
How typical of Helen.
Yeah, well, then after I thought about it, I got worried about her and went to look for her. But I guess she must have gotten there all right. I didn't find her anywhere.
You're not alone in that big house now, are you, Anna?
Why, yes, I thought you knew, Charles. My father died.
Oh, I'd forgotten.
Well, silly to be standing here, isn't it? If you've got to wait for a train, why don't you come back to the house with me? And I'll fix you some coffee or something. Wouldn't that be nicer?
Yes, that would be nice. That would be very nice.
I could hardly believe my good luck. Charles, of all people. It was as though he'd come back to me. Almost as though he'd known and come back to me just at the right moment. So there we were, making coffee in the kitchen and talking over old times. Oh, dear, where is that opener for the evaporated milk? I never can find it.
Oh, here. I'll open it with my knife. Just make a couple of holes in it.
My, isn't that a rather dangerous weapon to carry around just to make holes in tin cans?
Oh, it has other uses.
There we are.
That tastes good.
Charles, I was terribly sorry to hear about you and Helen.
Me and Helen?
That you'd separated, I mean.
Is that what she called it?
Well, she said that you'd left her.
Helen always had a quaint way of putting things.
Didn't you? You don't still love her, do you?
Love her? Didn't she tell you where I'd been?
I know, not exactly.
I'd been in a home, Anna. A rest home, as they call it. It was Helen who put me there.
Put you there?
I'm afraid committed is the word. See, Helen thought I was crazy.
Oh, Charles.
I only got out a couple of weeks ago. I imagine they're still looking for me.
You escaped?
I had to.
Oh, Charles, how dreadful for you.
As a matter of fact, I've been looking for Helen. There was something I wanted to give her.
But couldn't you find her?
No. I thought I had a couple of times. But it wasn't Helen after all.
What was it you wanted to give her, Charles?
This?
Lipstick.
Yes. A frightful color, isn't it? Orange. Are you sure you're not Helen?
I heard the doctors talking a little while ago. They say I won't live through the night. But I don't care. Oh, it's been such a glorious day. The happiest since I can remember. People have been calling on me whom I haven't seen for years. They say I saved the town. I must have screamed. I don't remember. So they caught poor Charles. And for the first time in my life, I'm a really important person. I wonder when they'll find Helen.
Cecily, my dear. Looking lovely as usual. Hey, wait a minute. You're dead. You've been dead for 30 years.
32, Hiram, baby.
Hiram, baby? Well, you look lovely just the same.
Hiram, let me clue you in. You have a terrible problem.
Good heavens, my dear girl, what problem could I possibly have? I'm very wealthy, I'm very healthy.
And very dead.
I beg your pardon?
No need to. You're dead, just like me.
Oh? Oh. You know, I don't like this. I don't like this one tiny little bit.
No one does, Hiram, baby. That's why I'm here, to help you get up there.
Is there a chance for me?
Huh?
What do I have to do?
Well, now, why don't you just get out of your nice little coffin and I'll give you the scam. You have 24 hours in which to mastermind one good deed. If you want to spend eternity with me.
Good deed. Good heavens. I'm a little out of practice. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, I can't coach you. It has to be your idea, Pussycat. Oh, and another thing. You can't leave the crypt.
I can't. Then how can I do a good deed?
Well, anything you want done, I'll do.
Ah.
Oh, and if you're successful, there's a bonus in it for you.
A bonus? Tell me. What is it?
Well, you'll notice there's a discrepancy in our ages.
Well, since you mention it, if you look closely, well, yes.
Well, you see, that's because I stopped aging when I was in the accident. And you, my poor friend, kept getting older and older.
Never mind that. Tell me about the bonus.
Well, the bonus is, if you succeed in doing one good deed, they've promised you'd be young again.
Young again? Oh, Cecily, my dear. Then once more you and I could trip together hand in hand through the sweet-smelling fields of new-mown clover to enjoy the moonlight of a warm summer's night.
Ugh, let's not get sickening, Chicky baby. Time's a wasting. You've got to pull off a good deed, remember?
As I know, I'm thinking. Wait a minute. How long have I been dead?
You're hardly cold. 1 week.
1 week. Then tomorrow the reading of my will takes place. And if I know Reggie Ripper, my attorney, he'll try to keep all the money for himself. Now, what you have to do is to see that my rightful heirs get the money. That'll be my good deed. Are you sure they'll make me young again up there?
They never go back on their promise.
Good. Now, the first thing for you to do is to try to get into my house. But how would we keep in touch with each other? We should have a walkie-talkie.
I have something better. Do you remember the old crystal ball shtick?
Ah, it never worked.
Try it now.
Not bad. Ah, the first of my heirs. Chuck Phillips. Not very bright, but a nice boy. Heir number 2. Lily Norton. Not very bright either, but a beautiful figure. So I've been told. And heir number 3. Myrtle Forbush. Now, what can I say about her in front of you? Ah, Reggie Ripper, my wicked attorney, and his vile sidekick, J. Sinister Hulk.
Really, my dear chap, when you threw in with me, I told you there might be some risks involved.
I know, and I'm game, but listen. Is this joint really haunted like they say?
Certainly not. Don't be ridiculous. Now, look here, Hulk. There's $1 million involved in this estate, plus the house. And your job is to, take care of the other heirs. Follow me?
I'm way ahead of you. The job will be done very neat and tidy, or my name ain't J. Sinister Hulk. My associates are on the way now.
Well, I hope they get here soon. My guests are due in a minute.
They will. This is the greatest bunch of cutthroats I ever had the pleasure of working with.
Excellent. Once they eliminate the other heirs, the fortune will be all mine.
Ours.
Mine.
Ours?
Mine, old bean. What?
Yours, old bean.
That, my dear Cecily, is the enemy. For my good deed, you're to harass them and help the young people.
Gotcha, Hiram.
You better be leaving, my dear. My heirs are arriving for the reading of my will.
As you say, Hiram.
Wait a minute. The door's that way.
But who needs it?
Well, here we are. All 4 heirs to this house and fortune, neatly assembled. What goes on?
A seance. I think it's only fitting to thank Mr. Hiram Stokely. Am I right, Buster?
If you insist.
Oh, I don't insist. But I get very mean when I'm cross, so sit down and be sociable.
All right.
I hope this works. I normally don't communicate with ghosts until midnight.
Night rate's cheaper?
This is so silly. Why do we have to sit here?
I'm surprised at you, Cookie. After all, Hiram invited us to come. We are his heirs.
No one is officially an heir unless present at the reading of the will, and that doesn't happen until midnight. So if you'll kindly get on with it.
All right. Let's start holding hands.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Quiet, please. Ghosts do not like noises. Now, if you'll all just close your eyes and concentrate. Oh, Hiram Stokely, we are all sitting around waiting for you. Dear, sweet Lily Morton, Chuck Phillips, your respected attorney, Reginald Ripper, and me, Myrtle Forbush. Oh, please, won't you visit us, Hiram? We are so anxious to talk to you. If you hear my voice, give us a sign. Watch them! Oh! It's a line!
It's a no!
What a ridiculous way to send messages.
Well, what's it say? What's it say?
Is it from Hiram?
Those who remain here tonight will not be around tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Now, it's obvious someone's trying to scare us out of here.
Oh, yes, and they succeeded. I'm leaving.
But if you leave before they read the will, you forfeit your share.
It seems I've reconsidered.
Delighted. Perhaps you'd better go on without me, Miss Forbush. Maybe I'm interfering with your communications.
Oh, all right, all right. Here, hold hands. Oh, have we displeased you, Hiram? What can we do to make you forgive us? Oh, please, speak to us, Hiram. Send us a friendly message.
Friendly message?
Good heavens. Everybody all right?
Yeah, we're all right. And whoever did that, we're not scared!
Speak for yourself, John.
Oh, come now, let's not go blaming people for these strange happenings around here. This is a very old house, and, well, chandeliers do fall.
Oh, sure, all the time. And the mail arrives on knives that stick themselves into chairs and people.
Well, it's about time. Oh, this is my dear little nephew, Bobby.
Nephew.
And Bobby, this is Mr. Ripper, our host.
Now, how'd you do?
How do you do? Hey, come on, gang. Geronimo!
Cecily, my dear, that sinister face, pay no attention to it, is just Malcolm, my butler. Terribly inefficient, I might add.
Geronimo! When you find you're in trouble, need help. You need help on a double one thing. One thing. Just remember to do. Let yourself go. Let yourself go. Yell Geronimo. Geronimo. That's when I come running to you. I'll come running to you. Hey, hey. Geronimo. When you need me. Geronimo. When you want me. Geronimo. Hey, baby, let's go. Geronimo. Geronimo. Geronimo, yeah. Baby, let's go. Geronimo. Geronimo. I'll be there. Right beside you to help. You to help. And to guide you until baby, we see it through. Ah, don't you know? Don't you know? Hey, Geronimo. Geronimo. That's when I'll come running to you. I'll come running to you. Hey, Geronimo. When you need me. Geronimo. When you want me. Geronimo. Hey, baby, let's go. Geronimo. Geronimo, yeah. Geronimo.
We'll have to postpone the seance, that's all. Hiram Stokely would never show up with all that racket going on.
Unless his ghost digs the Watusi.
I could have told you nothing would have come of it, Miss Forbush. After all, how could the old pirate in a few minutes come all the way up here from all the way down there?
Oh, Mr. Ripper, you haven't told me yet how you like my little nephew.
Oh, I didn't know you had any living relatives.
Well, I don't, unless you count Goo-Goo.
Goo-Goo? How about you two? Are you similarly endowed, I mean, with the living relatives?
Well, I don't see what difference it makes, but no.
I see. This Goo-Goo appears to be a charming young lad. I'd like him to meet my daughter, Sinistra.
Well, I...
Sinister. You must be joshing.
My dear young man, I am not a josher. Shall we?
Delighted.
Then there were two.
Correction, one. I'm going to my room.
Wait a minute. Now, we just met this morning. I've heard of love at first sight, but never hate. Why?
Because you're a fortune hunter.
Me? A fortune hunter?
Well, certainly. I mean, why would Hiram Stokely, a complete stranger, remember you in his will?
Well, I don't know, but by the same token, why should he remember you? I mean, you never heard of him before either, did you?
No.
All right. Now, we both know someone's trying to scare us out of here. Now, if we team up, we'll be twice as strong. What do you say?
All right, it's a deal. We will not be scared.
A business relationship.
Strictly business.
Quite a turn you gave me there, Mr. Ripper. Hey, quite a turn. That's pretty good. You get it?
Time out is on, Miss Talk. And you sit here making insane jokes. Do you realize that I still have a full house? What's happened to your infernal helpers?
Don't be impatient, boss. They'll be here.
You told me that an hour ago.
Mr. Holt say follow Highway 52, no can miss Stokely House. Meet my train, okay? Well, what happened house?
Well, don't look at me. You're supposed to be the guy, chicken fat.
No call chicken fat. Me chicken feather.
Nifty, huh? Yeah. How do you like this new bustin' up billboards game I invented?
Oh, you're the greatest, boss.
Yeah, no one rottener than you, boss.
When something's rottener is invented, Eric Von Zipper will invent it.
Right. And not only is it rotten, but it's nifty and safe. Anybody see any more billboards around here for us to bust up?
Yeah, I think I see one over there, boss.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Turn them over, group.
Fresh tracks. 4 retreads. Me think we finally find a right trail.
Right trail? You couldn't find the right trail from a plate of beans to your big fat mouth. Now get in here and let me drive.
Okay, maybe change some luck, for instance. Good.
Oh, shut up, monster. We're just as hungry as you are.
Oh, them wild ones. Must be on leave of absence from Late Show.
Oh, nobody'd be on this mangy cow path if they weren't headed for the Stokely estate.
Mush!
Hey! Look at a nice, pretty lake they put over there. Probably just for us, huh? Follow me!
Fearless leader, you think we ought to follow him?
Oh, we better. He looks like he's trying to swim the English Channel.
Me no can't swim. Me feather. No duck. Oh, no.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Woo! That's the best-looking truck driver I ever seen. Don't worry, lady. I'll swim you. I'll save you.
I think your boss has gone into shock.
Hey, boss, what are you doing?
I gotta save that truck driver.
But, boss!
What? What?
You can't swim!
Help! Help! I'll save you! I'll save you! I'll save you!
Wow. Well, shall I say it looks lived in?
Yes, by vampires. Hey, truthfully, don't you feel more comfortable now that we have our little business relationship? I mean, you look after me, and I look after you, and...
Right. And with no romantic involvements.
No romantic involvements, because that way people might get hurt. Couldn't let that happen, could we?
Right. I think I better go change now.
Lily, really, don't you think...
I have to go.
And don't forget, you don't have this business relationship with anybody else, except me.
Right.
Business, they say. Monkey business, I say.
Let's swing the thing!
people today are a nervous lot. All squiggling in unison.
They're not squiggling, they're dancing. Get with it, Poppy.
Hey, hi, Aunt Myrtle.
Hi,
Aunt Myrtle. Hey, you know, this is a real swinging place you've got here.
Well, I'm glad you like it, Goo-Goo. The joint might be ours after tonight.
Happy to see you're enjoying yourself, young man.
Oh, Mr. Ripper, this is Miss Vicky Oren.
Hello.
And a young exchange student from Italy, Miss Piccola Pete.
Poopa.
Oh, pardon me. Poopa.
I was telling your aunt that I should like you to meet my daughter.
Oh, he'd like to meet anybody's daughter.
What's that?
Oh, that's a subsonic whistle. It can only get through to people with an acutely developed sense of hearing.
Your daughter is acutely developed?
Well, judge for yourself.
She's acutely developed, all right.
That's my little girl.
You called, Daddy, dear.
Yes, indeed I did. I want you to meet a very charming young man.
Oh, what fun.
Yes, isn't it? But first, we want to make a good impression, don't we?
Oh, yes, Daddy, dear.
So we'll take our glasses off, won't we?
But when we take our glasses off, we can't hardly see.
Remember what I told you about passes and girls with glasses?
Yes, Daddy, dear. Oh, you are a very nice young man.
No, dear, not him. This very charming young man's name is Bobby.
I'm Vicky.
He's Miss Forbush's only living relative.
I'm Vicky. I am Vicky.
Follow me.
Oh, anywhere.
I'm Vicky. And who cares?
Men do seem to like her for some reason.
I can think of 3 reasons. 38, 24, 36. 3.
That's better. Bobby, do you like surprises?
Oh, I love them.
That's good. Because you've got one coming now, love.
Oh, boy. And I bet I know what that is.
I bet you don't.
Oh. What are you fixing?
Well, relax. It's just orangeade with a couple of my own special ingredients. How do you like the antique furniture?
Oh. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, it's great. It's really great. I bet it goes back to Louis the 15th.
Here, Bobby, dear. Once you taste this, you'll never drink anything else. Bobby?
What?
You're not drinking.
I mean, I'm not very thirsty.
Bobby, your dear sweet aunt is calling you.
I think I hear my dear sweet aunt calling me.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I have 20/20/20 hearing and I don't hear a thing.
20/20/20. Yeah, and she's right out on the lawn.
Oh, what difference does it make, just as long as we're together? Lover? Bobby? Oh, there you are. You are a shy one, aren't you? I get it. You're so happy you're speechless. Come on, drink it. Pretty please. You are a stubborn one, aren't you? Well, I'll take care of that. try to be indifferent to me. Don't think you're not falling for me. You're standing right on the brink of something bigger than you think. Don't try to fight it, baby. Just take a look into my eyes. It's time you took the trip you're taking to paradise. You know it's bigger than both of us. You'll see I'm a girl you can trust. You're gonna know how it feels. You're falling head over heels. Don't try to fight it, baby. Don't try to fight it, baby. And you said you didn't smoke.
Welcome, Princess. I'm Reginald Ripper.
Mr. Ripper, I assumed as much. You're like a giant among men. Shrewd, forceful, dominating, and rotten, too.
If you please, Princess, time is of the essence.
Oh, by all means, Mr. Ripper. I think we're like birds of a feather. Vultures, that is.
Merciful heavens, what's that?
Oh, just Monstro. Come on, I'll introduce you to him. Hey, Monstro! Shut up, Monstro. I'll only be gone a little while.
Princess, did you have to bring that monkey with you? How many times have I told you? When you do a job for me, park this peanut grinder in a zoo or someplace. Ooh.
Come on. Hold up on that. Hold up. Steady.
What happened?
I don't know. Come on. Come up again.
But he's really as gentle as a kitten, except when he's scared or when he thinks somebody's threatening me. Now, you behave, Monstro, and everything's going to be all right.
Well, shall we? Not that way, Princess. This calls for discretion. My 4 unwanted guests. I assume Mr. Hulk explained what you're to do?
Him make broad hint.
Follow me.
No, this way go.
There she is. My princess. I love her.
Who are them 3 slobs, boss?
I don't know, but one of them looks like Sherlock Holmes. Hey, princess! Where is she? Where's my princess?
She went right through the wall.
Right through the wall? Where did she go?
She went right through the wall.
Shut up! Jerome, tell me the truth and nothing's gonna happen to you. Where did she go?
Right through the wall.
Don't ever lie to your leader.
He ain't lying, boss.
Shut up, you two. Show me. Show me, you stupids. Show me.
You're screaming. Why are you screaming?
Stupids. Now, how could anybody walk through a stone wall? That ain't even human, right?
Boss, I think
Shut up. Shut up. I'm thinking. Now, the last time I seen her, she was standing over there with them 3 slobs, right? What she probably did was she walked around the side of the house. I warned you. I warned you. I warned you. Don't talk. Don't talk when I'm thinking.
But, boss,
Shut up. You I told to shut up. Once more, J.D. Just once. Now, what we
boss is gonna think we pushed him.
Ooh, is he gonna be mad?
It's gonna be madder if we don't go pick him up. Get in there!
Well, that's more like it. Now that we've formed our mutual protection society, we may as well be friendly.
I'm not being friendly. I'm being scared.
Ah, there's nothing to be scared of. Not with me here.
Oh!
Nice try.
Nice throw.
Look, let's not be dopes and fall into the trap, huh? Someone's just trying to scare us out of here before the reading of the will.
Somebody's trying to kill us. Look, I'm going back to the house.
Wait a minute, I'll go with you.
Please, sir. I must talk to you.
Sure. We'll have a nice long talk as soon as you learn some manners and stop throwing hatchets at people.
No, I'm not responsible for any of the actions that have been taking place here.
Oh, of course not. I've seen it. I know all the dialogue. You want me to leave this house, right?
Exactly, sir.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to be here at midnight when the will is read, and I'm going to be here tomorrow when the money is divided.
If you must, sir, I beg you, be careful. Someone here is trying to kill you.
And you know his name, right?
Indeed I do, sir.
And you're going to say, and his name is... And a phony knife is going to stab you in the chest. And you're going to roll up your eyes and make believe you're dead.
Don't make sport of me, sir. I'm trying to save your life.
I'm sorry, sir, but I've got a girl to follow. So long.
Somebody is trying to kill you. His name is...
How I ever allowed myself to be hoodwinked into having him for my attorney is beyond me. And with that phony British accent. Oh, surely there must be something better for me to look at.
If my mother could see me like this, don't you think we're overdoing it? Just a little?
In case like this, in my country we say, se devi avere un amore, devi lottare col tuo cuore.
What does that mean?
Stand up and fight for what you think is right. Don't let anyone get in your way. Right down to the letter, you're gonna feel better. It's true, just do what I say. Stand up and fight for what you think is right. If you want things to go your way, don't hesitate a minute. It's your game, you win it. If you just do what I say, don't give in at this season. You gotta win, and that's enough reason. Stand up and fight for what you think is right. 'Cause that's what's happening today. Move out, let them know it's your boat. You row it, you see it's the only way. You see it's the only way. You see it's the only way.
It may be the only way for you, but it's too far out for me. I think I'll settle for this.
You gotta fight fire with fire, honey. Wear the bikini. It's just what the doctor ordered.
On second thought, this might be just what the doctor ordered.
What you do, you woodwork? Boss, you keep telling me this joint ain't haunted. Well, explain some of them screwy things that are going on, like that self-propelling candelabra.
No time for that now. Do you realize it's 9 o'clock? And so far, not one single casualty. I'm going to read the will in 3 hours.
Well, that's life, boss. It takes doing.
Well, do it. Go on, get in there. Get back.
Yeah, boss.
Ah, Mr. Ripper. I'm so glad you introduced little Bobby to Sinistra. She's so sophisticated and everything. She'll give him just what he needs.
Would you mind if Bobby and I went out for a while? I'd like to show him the sights.
Sights aren't that bad right here.
Oh, the city, I mean. I have something special in mind.
Why, of course, dear. Where do you want to go?
Oh, just out on the veranda. It's so romantic and so high. The people look like crawling insects below.
Why, that'll be perfectly all right. Just don't stay out too long.
Oh, this won't take long at all. Good night, Papa.
Good night, dear. Happy hunting. I mean, have a good time.
Make the music pretty, play a happy song. Make the music pretty or I can't go on. Everybody's singing about a broken heart. Don't you know, can't you see it's tearing me apart now? Make the music pretty and I'll tell you why. Make the music pretty or you'll make me cry. Let me hear you play a happy melody. Come on and make the music pretty for me.
Why do I have to see the view?
So romantic.
Yeah, but I get pretty dizzy at heights. I keep telling you.
Oh, don't worry. I'm here with you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Hey, it's gas, huh? Yeah. Frantic.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just checking. I want to make sure it is you this time.
Yeah, well, it's me, all right. Hey, can't we go someplace else? I mean, I get claustrophobia in high places like this.
Silly, that isn't what you get in high places.
Whoa. Oh, listen, whatever you get, that's what I got.
Now, you just stay there a minute. I want to make sure this is the place.
Yoo-hoo. Goo-goo.
I think I hear my dear Aunt Myrtle calling me.
This is the place. Silly boy. Playing games, are you? Why don't you ever learn to relax? Here, I'll massage your neck muscles for you. Ooh, aren't you built? Your poor muscles are so tense and so tight. But Sinistra knows how to relax you. Permanently. One less finger in the jam pot. Won't Papa be delighted?
Nicky?
Oh, no, it can't be. Bobby. Bobby.
Oh, no. No! No!
Revolting little pipsqueaks.
Why do you ooh? Because I'm afraid. Don't be afraid. And don't ooh no more. Huh?
What are you doing out again?
12 bongs right in my ears. It's March.
Never mind that now. I thought I made it clear to you and your wretched crew that you were to dispose of everybody before I read the will.
Well, we want to, but nobody stays put long enough.
Excuses, excuses, excuses. Now, don't let me have to tell you again. Go on, get in there and get on with it. Well, you're all comfortable? Let's get started, shall we? I, Hiram Stokely, being of sound mind and body, look, suppose I skip all the, excuse the expression, dead stuff.
What?
And get down to the bequests. That's what you're waiting for. I happen to know everything that's in this instrument because I drew it up myself. All Mr. Stokely's earthly possessions are to be divided up among the four of us, share and share alike.
Yay! Not bad.
It would be a good deal better if I knew where the money was.
Yeah. What?
I'm trying to tell you, the man had no bank accounts. As of this moment, the whereabouts of the money is a complete mystery.
Then why? Why did you have to drag me all the way here from Lompoc?
I hate to sound mercenary, but could you give us an estimate?
I can do even better than that. I can tell you exactly. By cheating, hornswaggling, finagling, stealing, and perpetrating every knavery known to man, the old horse thief accumulated $1 million.
What happened?
Nothing. Let's get on with it.
Don't be scared, it's electric. It was probably shorted by the storm.
What's that?
It's a codicil.
Codicil?
Yeah, in addition to the will. It seems to be legal. It's dated and signed by Mr. Stokely.
Well, what's it say?
It just says that the $1 million is concealed somewhere in the house, and it's up to us to find it.
Oh, no. Now we have to go on a treasure hunt.
Wait a minute. Yes, here's a clue. Look to the Prince of Love.
Look to the Prince of Love. What does that mean?
Well, your guess is as good as mine. I suggest that we all turn in and have a good go at it in the morning.
Well, I'll turn in, but I don't know how I'm going to sleep with all that's been going on.
Oh, don't worry, honey. Don't worry. I never go to a haunted house without a large supply of sedatives.
Supposed to be Stokely's idea of good, clean fun. Once a showman, always a showman.
Please, just let's go.
Hey, boss, if this joint ain't haunted, will you explain to me what's going on out there?
Suppose you explain to me what's going on in here. Everybody's still alive, and you have the effrontery to sit here eating by candlelight?
Well, don't blow a gasket, boss. They come a long way. They're starved.
After all, Sweet, you can't expect us to do what we have to do on an empty stomach.
Indian tradition. Never go on warpath before first eating buffalo.
Buffalo Smutlow. You heard me read the will, didn't you?
Yeah, buried treasure, and we expect our cut of it, too.
Well, you can expect until doomsday. Nobody's been knocked off around here except Malcolm the butler. And I took care of him myself, and my daughter's taking care of that upstart Bobby.
You hear that, Chickie? They got 2 expert caretakers here now.
Mr. Ripper have tradition, too. No do job, no get wampum. Put that in your teepee and smoke it.
I'm steaming. I'm steaming. I'm so exaggerated.
What's the matter?
I'm mad on that princess.
What'd you do, boss?
The only girl I ever loved. And now she and them 3 slobs are gonna steal 1,000,000 clams from them folks. And they didn't even invite me.
Why don't you give her the finger, boss?
No, what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna find them clams and we're gonna keep them for ourselves. And we ain't gonna share with her nor nobody. Huh?
How you gonna do that, boss?
Don't worry, he knows how we're gonna do it. How are we gonna do it, boss?
How? Yeah, that's a good question. I'll tell you how is how. Who told you to ask me that question? Anybody tell you? Did anybody tell you? Shut! Don't bite. Let go. Hi. No, not everybody, just me. I'm the only shusher. Shh.
Thanks for talking to me, Chuck. I feel a lot better now.
You know, this is the wildest coincidence that both our fathers were carnival operators and both were swindled by a con man.
Maybe it isn't a coincidence.
Stokely. That's his name, I remember. That's the name of the crook.
Stokely. Yeah, rings a bell with me, too. But if this is the same Stokely who was the culprit, then why would he be our benefactor now?
Search me. Anyway, it'll clear up tomorrow. Good night, Lily.
Business arrangement.
Well, that's my room over there just in case. In case anything happens.
Oh, okay. Good night, Chuck.
Chuck. Hey, the guys are a little crowded over there in the other bedroom, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I bunked here tonight.
Oh, no, I don't mind.
Okay, great. I was just ready to hit the sack myself.
Be my guest.
Television repairman.
Keep the light on all night? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to read myself to sleep. Thanks.
What time is it?
I don't know. It's 2 o'clock.
What's wrong?
A skull. There's a skull!
What are you talking about?
Well, that's funny. It was right there a minute ago. I don't understand it.
Well, I understand. Anybody reading junk like this is bound to have nightmares. Go to sleep, will you?
Ow.
Oh, for crying out loud. Now, I'm gonna have to take something or I'll never get to sleep.
Something dastardly afoot. Be brave, boys. Have courage. Loose all over my house.
Somebody tried to grab me in the closet. There's a claw, quick me claws all over the thing.
Claw? Man, you are driving me out of my skull.
No, the skull was over there.
You're dreaming.
Chuck, listen, I'm not kidding. This thing was 9 feet tall and the thing...
Now, you listen to me. You get in there and you take a pill.
Hey, Chuck, really, Well, I took the pill.
Nothing to get excited about. Bobby just had a nightmare, that's all.
Where is Bobby?
He went downstairs to get some more milk.
Oh, now, come on, kids. You're all acting like a bunch of old women. Scat, dig out. Come on. Come on.
Hello, operator.
This is a recording. You have dialed a wrong number, stupid.
I haven't dialed any number yet. Look, this is an emergency.
Bobby, now...
No! Thanks, loads.
What's that? I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, keep away from that door. It's a real son of a gun. I thought I had voices saying words. Carry on.
Cut! Cut! What are you doing with books? Here, Rip! He won't open his mouth. He's dead, stupid. Jerome! Yeah. You see anything in the meters? Yeah. What? Dirt. You stupid. Hey, come here. Stop. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Listen. Whoever hid that loot was pretty sharp. But if he thinks he can outsharp Eric Von Zipper, he is stupider than anybody.
You said it, boss. There ain't nobody stupider than you.
Now stand back. Just stand back. I think there's something here.
Here, take this and use it if you have to. What are you so quiet about?
Oh, wait a minute. I just thunk of something.
Always thinking. That's the boss. What'd you think of this time, boss?
This time, it's what I don't think. And what I don't think is, I don't think the loot is in this room.
I wish I'd said that.
Tell us what we should do, boss.
Well, look, we got a pretty good hole dug here, right?
Right.
So it shouldn't be a total loss. Let's see what it leads to.
I knew you'd come up with something, boss.
Okay, let's go. Ladies first. That's you two.
Oh.
Come on, stupids. Let's go. Let's go. In there. Be careful. And wait for me, you guys. Wait for me in there. Don't go too far. Come on. Come on. Wait for me now.
I can't bet. I can't bet.
You stupid. Now. Watch your head. Don't let me poke out your eye. Okay, here I come, fellas. Not to worry. What? I thought I told everybody go in the hole. Oh.
Hey, boss. Boss, what's wrong? I heard you screaming. What's
There was the guy with the and he did all rap, and he was there.
Hey, boss. Wake up, boss.
Wake up. Did you? Me? Yeah? Don't ever. Me. Now get in the hole. Get in the hole. Everybody here.
There we are. Safe as the First National Bank. Now, look, we can't possibly do anything more about this tonight, so why don't we get some shut-eye, huh?
Shut-eye? Are you kidding me? Look, twice that homicidal Philly sinister tried to knock me off, and that blob, he wasn't any fraternity brother either.
The only blob is in your brain.
Okay, then look, Chuck, you tell me, who wrecked the living room, huh?
Look, I told you. It's only somebody trying to get a head start in finding old Stokely's dough. What's to worry?
Listen, do you believe in helping a dying man? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, I'm dying. Now, go downstairs, pick up the phone, and call the cops, please.
All right. I wonder what monster you'll dream up next.
What took you so long? Boy, I sure feel safe now.
Operator, do you hear me now? This is an emergency. Will you please...
Sorry. You're being disconnected.
Why?
Oh, nothing. I just had a visitor who needed a haircut all over is all.
What was that?
See, I'm not the only one who has dreams.
Bobby, be careful.
There's nothing there. Frank, Pete, search the back of the house and check the ground. Aye, aye. And Myrtle, you get up there where you belong.
Not me, Buster. I go where the action is.
Come on.
Hey, wait for me!
Everybody here?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody extra yeah?
Hiram, Hiram!
Yes, my dear?
What are all these strange people doing here?
They're on their way to my chamber of horrors. Ho, 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 ho. Just follow them, my dear.
I think this is the rumpus room.
I think maybe we took the wrong turn. Gee, it's scary in here.
Yeah. Have no fear, our zipper is here. Nothing can hurt us. Come on. Get rid of them tools.
Hey, boss, look! That chick's in big trouble. One zipper will save you, ma'am.
You're hiding that chick, Charlie. Leave her be. I don't think he hurt me so good. I said you're hiding that chick, Charlie. Leave her be.
Give it to him, boss. You can do it. Yeah, he asked for it.
Keep your eye on the zipper. Reg!
Oh, I think he's hurt.
Never be the same without plastic surgery. Is he bleeding?
You bunch of stupids. This ain't a human being. It's a dummy. Just like you are. Dummies.
Oh, well, then they won't give us no more trouble then, right, boss?
Right. But I will. Now, come on. Here's your head back, mister. Hey, look at the monkey.
He looks real.
Oh, no. You can always tell a phony. Look, you see the kind of hair they got here? And over here, it happens to be different. Look at that. You see the kind of hair they got here?
Boss, I think he's for real.
Yeah, you said nothing was gonna hurt us.
So I'm a liar. Hey, stop right where you are, monkey.
That boy, boss, you got him at your mercy.
Yeah, did you hear that? I got you my mercy. You didn't hear that? Look, I'm sorry I pulled your hair.
Give him the axe.
Give him the axe, boss. Give him the axe.
Yeah, look over there. Yeah. Here. What a stupid idea. Look, I'm sorry. I said I was. Why don't you let by? Don't. Look, couldn't we maybe, like, talk it over a little bit? I would... Wait! Look, you're crazy! Do something!
Me no like that screaming downstairs, Mr. Hulk. In this house, they got real evil spirits.
If you only knew.
That Ripper's been lying to us. We better get out of here while we still got our health.
Yeah, me too. I go. Go on, keep your health, and let you finish the job. We're going to find out what's going on in that Chamber of Horrors. So move.
Mr. Ripper, you've been Mr. Ripper.
Keep moving. Nobody gets on me until I let them. And that goes to you, my fine feathered friend.
It's a chicken, always a chicken.
Come on, get moving. Move, move, move.
Chuck? Chuck?
Lily, snap out of it. You gotta get out of here fast.
Come on, I know where they're at.
All right.
Well, come on.
Why, this is Hiram Stokely's Chamber of Horrors.
Louie!
It's like it was in the carnival.
Louie! Where are you?
Hey, this one's breathing.
Oh!
Oh, stop that buzzsaw.
Cecily, Cecily, save the girl.
Goo Goo, do something.
Pull the lever.
Don't worry, Lily. We'll save you.
You're sinister. Remember me? I'm your father.
Hit the golden one. There's your treasure, Hiram.
Manna from heaven. Oh, no, it isn't. That's Stokely's millions. He said, look to the Prince of Love. Cupid's little arrow did the trick.
Leave it alone. All of you.
Cecily, do something.
Every penny of it is mine.
Cecily, Cecily, what have you done?
Wrapping things up for you, Hiram, baby. Your wicked lawyer has gone to collect his just deserts, and your rightful heirs now have the money. Congratulations, Hiram, on doing your good deed. And now you're on your way to heaven.
Yippee! Ouch!
Cecily, they said they'd make me young again.
And they never go back on their promise. Well, you can't have everything.
Why me? Why me all the time?
It's a television repairman.
at me.
Hey girl, come along with me. We're gonna have a good time. Wait and see, it's a summer night. And every night is a party night. Hey girl, come on along. We'll dance all night to your favorite song. It's a summer night. Well, it's a summer night.